We are back. I'm Ed. That's
I'm Dave.
He's
Ed.
Who's in the closet
I know.
tonight.
I'm always
I mean, we have to start with this. Why are you in a closet right now? Is it a sound thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, no. It's just I'm in a closet.
So for no reason, you just decided to put your desk there.
Yes. Well, no, it's soundproof stuff.
Okay, so it is a sound thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
But I don't have to do it. I mean, tonight I just... It's my choice. I mean, hey, it's aesthetically, it's kind of interesting.
if you want to stay in the closet,
Yeah.
by all means. All right, the NBA playoffs are here, and
Yes, they are.
We're gonna do a full blowout tonight. Talk about every series, but first, I want to just briefly talk about the slate of play-in games last night
Oh my God.
that were just insane. There's a couple games going on as we're doing this.
The Miami and Charlotte game was
just
insane.
wild.
Insane.
Yeah, well, let's start with that one, okay? Because I'll just I just want to quickly go through a series of the series of events that took place in that game. So, in the first quarter, LaMelo, for reasons that remain unclear, just takes out Bam, trips him in what was, quite frankly, a dirty fucking play.
Yeah.
That he might get suspended for, which would be hilarious. He might get suspended. But anyway, Bam gets hurt, he's gone, and it's just like, oh, shit, man, I feel so bad for Miami. They somehow fight and claw their way to the end, because of course they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they're up 3 with like 10 seconds left, and it looks like they're going to win. Kobe White hits a crazy 3 to tie it, send it to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
And then in OT, Charlotte takes control. Looks like they're going to win. They're up 5 with, I want to say, maybe 30 to 40 seconds left. Tyler Hero hits an even crazier 3, cuts it to 2, and then LaMelo just has one of the most inexplicable turnovers.
Yeah.
Gets trapped in the backcourt, just chucks it away. Miami tips it, takes the ball. They go down, and then LaMelo fouls Hero for another 3. He hits all 3 free throws. So Hero scored 6 points in like 15 seconds. Miami all of a sudden is up by 1. It's like, holy shit, they're going to steal it. And then out of the timeout with like 5 seconds left, LaMelo, they run this great play. They catch him curling, kind of like a mini curl, kind of at the top of the key, and he catches it, and he's able to turn. He gets a step to the basket, and he hits a game-winning layup, and Charlotte pulls it out of their asses. But it was a wild one, man.
Yeah.
It was a great game. What were your thoughts?
Game. Great game. Insane. I love the competition. I love hey, you know what? I mean, Charlotte has been playing really good ball since the All-Star break.
They have.
And good on them. Like they're a team on the rise. Miami will always be Miami. They're always tough. They always play. Spoelstra's got that team, playing great basketball almost every year. Sometimes they falter.
Well, they just don't have the talent right now.
No, they don't. They don't. But
they play hard and they're in great shape and they play the right way.
They play the right way. They don't have the personnel. No. But the Hornets are really impressive and hey, they've been playing great ball, like I said, and they could maybe steal a series in the next round.
Oh, please. Okay, well, hold that thought. Look, I'll just say this about their performance last night because we'll get into their chances in a minute here. Look, the 2 best 3-point shooters in the league, LaMelo and Concanipple, were 2 for 21. Con in particular was horrible, and they still found a way to win. So that does say something. So anyway, we'll talk about their chances. They're going to move on to that was the 9-10 game. They'll move on to the 9-8 game, and they'll play the loser of Philly and Orlando, and that's happening right now in the Who Wants to Go to Cancun Fastest Bowl.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Embiid's gone. He's had an appendectomy. So.
Embiid's hurt, and Orlando's a mess with a capital S. So
take your piss. Take your piss.
God knows who's going to win this game. It's happening right now.
Take your piss or take your pick. Like it's
exactly. I mean,
neither team is going to do damage in the future round.
No.
So.
I would even pick Charlotte maybe to beat both those teams.
I absolutely would.
Although if LaMelo's suspended, that definitely changes things. He might have fucked up their season. Anyway, so then the late game was another fantastic game. and that was the 7-8 game between Portland and Phoenix.
Oh my God!
Denny Avdia goes crazy.
41.
Looked like they were gonna lose, and he goes nuts in the last 4 minutes, and they steal that game. That was a fun one.
Yeah, I mean, like it's they that was a big shocker. I mean, I thought Phoenix was going to win that one, but
I like your Blazers. You kidding me?
I've loved them all year, man. Like, and so
they're great. I love the Blazers, man.
Me too.
I think they're super fun. And
they're super fun. I'm glad they won that series. And
it's a game.
Who did they
not
play
a
now?
series. Now they're the 7th seed. They play the Spurs. The funny thing, which we're going to talk about that later in the show. But hey, look, man, I like the Blazers. They're fun, and
me too.
Every time I watch them, I forget that I'm like, oh yeah, Drew Holiday's on this team. I always forget, and it's nice to have him out there in these big games because he just knows what to do and where to go, and how to play winning basketball. So
they finally got Shaden Sharp back after 2 months.
Yeah, Kamara's just a menace on defense.
Yeah,
and Avdia's like a legit guy. I mean, he had a play down the stretch where he caught the ball at the top of the key, quick ISO'd everybody out, and just wasted no time. Went straight to fucking work, man. I'm talking like in and out, crossover, tween, blow by, and he finishes in and one. Like, I'm like, holy shit, man. Like, that's a big time move.
Yeah.
He's good. I like Portland.
I like Portland too.
So they're the 7 seed. Phoenix drops down, and they'll have to play the winner of Golden State and the Clippers
tonight
for a chance at the 8 seed.
Yeah.
So that's where we are right now. And Golden State and LA played later tonight.
Right. And your thoughts on that?
I mean, who knows? Again, it's similar to this game that's going on now.
Who cares? I mean, they're both.
Either one of them's going to get smoked by OKC.
Yes,
and quite frankly, I think Portland will beat, or I think Phoenix will beat whoever comes out of that game. But who knows?
I agree.
All right, so let's get to the brackets here. Let's start in the East.
All right.
I want to start with the 1-8, which, as we mentioned, we don't know yet, but it's going to be Detroit as the 1 seed against one of Philly, Orlando, or Charlotte.
Okay, so Orlando and Philly play tonight. Probably
they're playing right now. What we do know is it's going to be the Pistons as the 1 seed playing one of Charlotte, Philly, Orlando. Mm-hmm. It's Detroit. Okay, out of any of these 3 teams, because we know Philly and Orlando are playing right now, we don't know who's going to be playing Charlotte. Who has the best chance against Detroit?
Charlotte.
Yeah, but my second question.
Yeah, they do.
I know, I agree. And my second question, do you think that even Charlotte can make it a series?
No.
Against Detroit?
No. Detroit's going to win that series.
And how many?
5.
I think I agree. I think I'm picking Detroit in 5 against whoever comes out as the 8 seed.
Yeah.
It's funny. Everybody and their cousin has been on Charlotte, and they've been creaming themselves over Charlotte for months. And I know
they're playing great ball, man.
I know the stats don't lie. The record doesn't lie. They don't have a prayer against Detroit. And everybody's been kind of sneakily being like, oh, they could win a series. They could win a series. I'm sorry. Just watching that game last night and how many bonehead fucking plays they made, and the LaMelo factor. And I mean, Knipple, who's been their 3rd best player all year, and I love that kid. But I mean, he was so bad last night that Charles Lee had to bench him. He got benched. Yeah. Charles Lee had to be like, sorry, man, like, you don't have it. Have a seat. I'm taking my chances with Kobe White.
Yeah, but you know what? They're a young team, and it's growing pains.
But that's my point, guy. That's my point. Like, there's a reason why young teams don't usually play well in their first playoff stint, because the lights are brighter. The tension is 1,000 times higher. I mean, we've been watching basketball together for 25 years. You see it. Every possession in the playoffs is just a whole other animal, right?
Okay, so Detroit's going to win that series. So let's go.
I just against Detroit's physicality, I just don't think Charlotte has a prayer. But anyway,
let's go to the number 2 pick, the Celts against
it'll be either Philly or Orlando. That's a sweep to me against either one.
Yeah,
Boston's good, man. Like Joe Mazzulla is going to be the coach of the year.
I hope so. I mean, like,
they're going to win the Eastern Conference. That's all I'll say. They're going to win the East.
Yeah, they are. They're Detroit may have the best record, but
no, Boston's the best team in the East.
Boston's the scariest team in the East, and
I agree.
And so I mean, like, they're
whoever comes out of this game, this Philly Orlando game, is going to get smoked 4-0.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the Knicks and Hawks because I think this is going to be a really interesting series.
That's going to be a bloodbath. I mean, they're both evenly matched. The Knicks are playing really good ball. I mean, I think they should prevail. But the Hawks, I love the Hawks, man.
The Hawks have been the hottest team in the league for basically like 2 months now.
Yeah, I know. Like they're great, and they're going to pose a problem for the Knicks.
The Knicks were sitting there for weeks, going like, "This is great. The Raps are going to be 6th. We've dominated them all year. We had their number. That's going to be easy." And now all of a sudden, somehow, because Orlando lost to Boston's B team on the last day of the season, Atlanta ends up in 6. And New York's like, "Oh, shit, now we got this bitch of a team to play." I don't think the Knicks are going to lose this series, but Atlanta's going to take 2.
I was going to say the Knicks in 6.
I'm going to do the same thing. Now, Atlanta, I love, Nickeil Alexander-Walker's been fantastic.
Yep.
You know, Jalen Johnson, he's
Jalen Johnson is a beast.
He's young, though, you know, and...
I know. Dyson Daniels, I love.
I love Dyson, and he's going to give Brunson fits. Like, look, they got a ton of athletes. Yeah. They're well-coached.
Yep.
My worry with them is it's a lot, and I love CJ, but it's a lot of CJ McCollum at the end of games. Because Jalen's just a year away from being ready to be, like, a legit closer. Yeah. And if it's 3 minutes left and it comes down to CJ McCollum and Jalen Brunson running ISOs back and forth, I just don't like the Hawks' chances in that scenario. So that's why I'm picking the Knicks in 6. But that's going to be an interesting series.
Yep.
All right, Dad, let's do it. Cavs Raps 4-5. Look,
I'm going with an upset on this one, Eddie.
Oh God, I knew it. Here we go. Come on.
I know. Seriously, I'm going to go with the Raps.
Come on.
No, I am. Seriously. I don't trust the Cavs. I mean, yes, they're healthy, and they're really big, but hey, listen. The Raps are playing great ball. They're focused. I can see them stealing this series, Eddie. I can really do that. Now, are they going to win a championship? No. Are they going to progress in the second round? No. They're probably going to lose to whoever they play, probably the Celtics or whatever.
Oh, if they play the Pistons, they're going to lose that series.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, absolutely. But they can beat the Cavs, and they can. So I'm going to go with the Raps in an upset.
I knew this was coming. I fucking knew this was coming.
No,
you're such a homer. I'll say this. As we just touched on, that 3-6 matchup with the Knicks, that was just nobody wanted that. The Knicks have had our number all year, and I think everybody was delighted that they somehow moved up to 5th and got this much more favorable Cleveland draw.
Yep.
The Raps just can't score. They can't fucking score. And we were just talking about this with Atlanta, right? If your offense down the stretch of a playoff game is Brandon Ingram going one-on-one at the top of the key, I'm sorry, but he's just Donovan Mitchell's a better player, you know? And so is James Harden. And I don't know.
In the last couple of games, the Raptors have shown a lot of grit and ball movement.
Of course they have, Dad. But look, Cleveland's a fucking good team, man. And this is a team with a lot of pressure on them.
Cleveland, really?
I don't think I'll be honest. The Raps they won 11 straight in November, and they went 500 for basically the last 4 months of the season.
Hey.
They haven't been blowing me away. I'll give them credit. Down the stretch of the season, they had a bunch of hot teams like Charlotte, Atlanta, whoever, coming up their ass, and they found a way to win the games they had to win.
Yep.
And I give them a lot of credit for how they played down the stretch. They won the 2 big ones were the home and home against Miami.
Yep. That defined their season, Eddie.
Yeah, and the win against Orlando, the blowout against Orlando was big too a couple weeks ago. Yep. But look, they've earned this right.
Anything can happen, Eddie. What's your prediction then?
I'm taking the Cavs in 6. I'll give the Raps 2. But you're crazy.
I'm taking the Raps in. I'm taking the Raps in 6. Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. Hey, you know what? Somebody had to do something crazy. I knew you were going to say that. I just don't see it. I just don't think the Raps are good enough offensively.
We'll find out.
Okay, let's
talk about the West.
Let's do the West. All right. So the West.
Okay. In my mind, OKC. Hey, listen. Who do they play?
They're gonna. So I'll just for where we're at. Yeah. OKC will play the winner of Phoenix and whoever wins this game tonight against the Clippers, or between the Clippers and the Warriors.
So I think tonight. I think the Clips. I mean, Jesus
honestly,
Christ.
like you're better off betting on a fucking fight between dogs over a frisbee. Like, who the fuck knows?
I'll give it to the Warriors. I don't know, just because Steph's back. And so I'll give it the Warriors in this game.
Who knows, Dad? None of these three teams have a prayer at beating OKC. No. We don't have to litigate this.
So whoever wins between the Clippers and the Warriors,
or
I'll say
or
the
Phoenix.
Warriors.
Phoenix has to play the winner of Golden State, the Clippers, for a chance at the 8th seed. But either one of those three teams can get smoked by OKC. I'm taking OKC in 4.
It's irrelevant. So
OKC in 4.
Yeah, OKC in 4.
That's my pick.
Yeah.
Now, this 2-7 matchup between Portland, who's locked in now, and San Antonio.
Interesting.
What do you think about this?
Well, okay. Portland is a young team. They lucked into getting into the playoffs, but man, they are loaded with talent. They haven't gelled yet. The Spurs are an elite defensive and offensive team. They've played great all year. They deserve to be.
You buried the lead, Dad. They have the fucking best player on the planet.
They have the best player. Yeah, player. Well, he will
be. He will be the third best player on the planet.
I love the Spurs. I love Wemby. I mean, that team is solid. Portland's going to win 2. I see that series going 6.
You know, we just made the point about Charlotte and like Concanipple going 0 for 7 from 3 and being benched. There's a lot of young guys on the Spurs, man, and like, you know, I don't know, like if you're Dylan Harper and you miss, or Steph Castle, and like you miss your first 2, all of a sudden that sphincter tightens right up, Dad. You know how it goes. I'm picking the Spurs in 5, but Portland's gonna throw some shots back at least.
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
That's not going to be a cakewalk series.
Hey, listen, Portland is big, athletic, and
tough.
Hey, listen. And
they have a scorer at the end of games. Like, I mean, Denny Avdia is like, he's a go-to guy, man.
Yeah. And actually, you know, when Shaden Sharp gets healthy again, like they stashed him for 2 months, but now he's playing. He's back in the rotation, and with Avita and Sharp offensively, and they got great defense with Klingon and a bunch of other guys. They can do some damage, Eddie. So they can win 2 games.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna say Spurs in 6.
I'm gonna say Spurs in a feisty 5.
Okay.
So the 3-6 is by far the most exciting series to me in the playoffs. This Minnesota-Denver series.
Denver's gonna clean them.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
Denver's good. Don't get me wrong.
I don't buy Minnesota. I mean, Ant-Man's great.
He's been hurt. He's coming back now.
I know, but I don't know. I just don't see them beating Denver. I mean,
I think Minnesota has had a weird year. They've been banged up. Ant's missed a lot of time. They haven't really got a rhythm. Having said that, I mean, they won 49 games, and they have a top 5 player, a top 5 to 7 player, however you want to rank it. They're elite defensively, and they've been in the conference finals 2 years in a row. Like, that's not nothing. Yeah. And this Denver team,
make it again.
I think Denver's going to win. I'm picking Denver in 6. I mean, Jokic is just too good, and Murray's had his best. He's playing his best basketball in years, and Aaron Gordon's finally healthy. Yeah. Denver's also had a bit of a strange season. They've had some ups and downs, but they have a great record. This is not going to be a cakewalk series. Like, this is going to be a longer series. I'm picking Denver in 6.
I would agree. Denver's going to advance. Might be 5 or 6, but yeah, I would agree. They're the better team. Okay, so let's talk about my beloved Lakers.
Your stupid team.
Oh my God!
Well,
Eddie,
okay, so this is the 4-5.
Listen, they're done.
Hold on a second. Whoa! No, don't write them off.
They're done.
We haven't talked it out yet.
You can't lose. Listen, they lost Austin Reeves. He's done for the year. And they lost Luka. So, I mean, like, their 2 best players. I'm sorry, LeBron is the 3rd best wheel on that team, so best player. So, I mean, you got LeBron, a 41-year-old LeBron, and nobody else against the Rockets with youth and, all those guys and Durant.
All those guys, all which guys? Because I don't trust the Houston Rockets as far as I can throw the Houston Rockets.
I don't either.
I think that team sucks. They are by far the most unhappy team in the league this year. By far. You watch the body language, all the weird shit that's been going on, the Katie burner account. They have no point guard. They don't pass the ball. And it's just a dreadful aura coming off of that team, man.
It is.
Look, I would not put any money on the Houston Rockets no matter who they're playing right now.
Well, but I mean, really, would you trust the Lakers with just LeBron? I mean,
look, the hope is if you're the Lakers, and this is what I've been hearing, if you can find a way to steal one of the first three, and hope that Luka can come back for game 4 or 5, right? Maybe. Like that's because it's been 3 weeks now. You know, if you can, like I said, just steal a game, and then if Luka comes back for game 4, that's the path. I'm picking the Lakers in 7.
Oh boy,
I'm picking the Lakers in 7 because I think that Luka will come back at some point during the series. That's what I'm banking on.
Well, that's great, and if Luka comes back at some point, that will help for sure. But what they're really missing is Reeves, and they need all 3 guys. Like they need those guys.
I don't think they need all 3 guys to beat the Houston Rockets. To win a championship, they do, but not to beat this broken Houston team.
Well, maybe
that is begging to go on vacation.
Without Reeves, they could advance. If they get Luka back, they could advance to the next round. But
absolutely.
Who do they play? Denver?
No, it would be OKC. They'd lose in 5. But, but it doesn't matter. They're like I do not trust this Houston Rockets team. I really don't.
I don't. No, I agree. I don't trust them either.
Like, I would not pen just. I'm not saying the late. Like, I think if Luka comes back, they could win in 7. If he comes back at some point.
I had high hopes for this team. Like, I really did. Like,
they got hurt. Shit happens, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, it reminds me of '93. You know, when the Lakers were playing the Bulls, and like Magic Johnson and Byron Scott, before they even started the series, they both went down with hamstring injuries, and so the Lakers lost their starting backcourt,
and they were fucked
against Michael Jordan and the Bulls. I mean, like they had no choice. They had no chance.
I got news for you, Dad. This Rockets team is not exactly the '93 Bulls, it was actually '91.
I know, but
it was 91. It was 91.
Was it 91?
It was 91. But this Rockets, I do not trust them, man. I think Ime's done a terrible job this year. I think that team is. We talked about the who wants to go to Cancun Faster Bowl between Philly and Orlando. That team is begging to go to Mexico right now. They are begging for it. Yeah. So I'm picking the Lakers in 7.
Wishful thinking. I wish I could go there, man. But I mean, I can't bet against my team. But no, that series is.
It's weird because we both bet against our teams, and we both took our teams, which is strange. Maybe we're both trying to subconsciously do some good juju, where it's you're setting yourself up for so you don't get disappointed.
Hey,
it's been a fun year. The Raps are playing with house money. They're going to lose in 6. And then if they win, I'll be pleasantly surprised. Yeah. Right? I think subconsciously maybe that's what's going on here. But
it is. I mean, hey, listen, a couple of weeks ago, I was predicting the Lakers and Celtics in the finals.
Well, but everybody got hurt.
Celtics may be still there, but the Lakers you can't overcome losing Reeves and Doncic and making to the finals. There's just no way.
I'm picking Boston and Denver in the finals. That's where I've gone.
I'm going to say Boston and OKC, or maybe even Boston and the Spurs. I don't know.
I think the Spurs are a year away. Okay, so now that we've kind of got all that out of the way, we're going to start a new segment called Dave's Corner, although I think we should call it Dave's Closet.
Yes,
Dave's Harry Potter Closet.
I'm in a closet.
Yeah, where you're going to get to pick 3 topics, big picture topics that you want to talk about, and we'll have a chat for a couple of minutes. So, Dad, what's your inaugural Dave's Closet Corner topic?
Well, you know what? Let's start with the most exciting thing. The Toronto Tempo is now a franchise, legitimate franchise. They started drafting. They signed a couple of free agents. Kia Nurse, a hometown girl from Hamilton, is on the team. They signed Maria Mabry, Brittany Sykes from Seattle Storm.
They drafted Nikki Rice, the kid from UCLA.
They drafted Nikki Rice from UCLA, my Bruins. They got Saffron Shields from Australia, the 26th pick.
Hmm.
Charlize Dunn from Davidson College on the 36th pick. They got Tioni Key from outside of Kentucky, and Julie Alamon from the LA Sparks. Hey, they're starting to build a team in a really good way. They got some really good backcourt help, and front court help. They're building the franchise in the right way. I saw the unveiling of the court in Toronto the other day. It looks amazing. The stadium looks amazing at the Coca-Cola Arena. The fan base is rabid. I'm gonna go. I'm going to some games, man. I love women's basketball, and I'm so excited for this franchise. It's going to be fun. It's you know what? I think that Larry Tannenbaum did a really smart thing. Like Ed Rogers kind of blew this a couple of years ago when the MLSE had a chance to a bid for a franchise. They messed it up, and Larry said, "You know what? I'm going to do it." And he's a smart dude, man. Like this could be a huge thing for Toronto basketball. I'm so excited, Eddie, and it really is important for the whole basketball community, not only in Toronto, but for the whole country. I'm super excited. Your thoughts?
I still think they should have named them the Beavers. I'll cut that.
No, keep it.
No, of course I'm joking. Look, I agree with everything you said. It's going to be fun. It'll be the crowds will be great. I quite frankly don't share your enthusiasm with the WNBA. Like I could care less, quite frankly. And it's nothing. I have nothing against the WNBA. I'm not interested. I don't follow it, as much and as I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's great. I'm just this is a you thing. You're pumped about the tempo. So
I am, and I think like I say, like this is a huge step in terms of like a footprint in the basketball universe, right? To get Toronto and Canada on the map in terms of that, and I think it's important that to develop the women's game.
Absolutely, I think that
level.
part's going to be huge. Like
it's going to inspire so many. Like you and me saw it in the Triple Threat program, like the girls program that we were witnessed for many years. Like the growth of women's basketball in this country has been great, and it's going to be accelerated by this step, 100%. And I think it's exciting.
I'll compare it to the PWHL, and you're seeing that, and how many young girls in middle school and high school are like inspired to get into playing sports because of that league. Like this is going to have a similar effect.
Exactly.
There's going to be so many young girls that are going to want to become basketball players now, and that's a great thing. So all jokes aside, yes, no, I think it's going to be really fun, and it's going to be a great like kind of cheaper ticket, like you'll
absolutely,
be
man,
hopefully
like,
a little bit less corporate, more of a fun. Like I used to love when I was working in Prince George covering the WHL, and I took you to a playoff game. You remember? It was great because it's like. It's intimate, like it's
that's the thing. Like the arena at Coca-Cola, I think it's like 2,500 something like that.
And it's only one bowl. There's no bad seats. It'll be packed, and it's great, man. There's no lines. Like it's just it's a great environment to watch sports. Those kind of smaller, more intimate arenas.
Yeah. It's going to be sold out every game, pretty much.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's going to be it's really exciting. It's going to I think this is a huge thing for Toronto sports, and I'm really glad that we have a franchise and they're doing it in the right way. They're building it in the right way, Eddie, and they got Masai as a consultant. Larry Tannenbaum's a brilliant guy. They know what they're doing.
I'm going to have to clip that one and save it for the rest of my life.
What's the matter with Larry Tannenbaum?
Come on. A brilliant guy. There were a lot of years where you were not a big fan of Larry Tannenbaum.
I was always a fan of Larry Tannenbaum. I was never a fan of Rogers.
All right. Well, I'll leave that one for now. No, well said. It'll be fun. The Tempo are kicking off their season. When? Is it this year?
Yeah.
They start?
In May.
Yeah. I thought maybe it was next year, but no, this year.
It's May.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. What's your second topic?
Okay, my second topic, and this is really craw in my throat, or in my craw, or in my wherever a craw is. Okay, it's the tanking aspect of the NBA and what the NBA is trying to do. They were supposed to have a board meeting on the 28th of May, in which they're going to discuss anti-tank measures. And one of the things that they're trying to do is one option is like to have 18 teams in the lottery, the bottom 10 that miss the play-in, and 10 that qualify. And so,
what?
Like it's.
Wait, what?
I don't know. It's like it's rewarding the bottom 10 people. I don't know. It's messed up. I heard a theory like, why don't you just take the 20 worst teams in the league, give them all a 5% chance to win the lottery, and that's it. Like, just cap it.
Flatten the curve.
Hmm?
Like flattening the curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like why can't you just do something like that?
Because then you have a situation where a team that made the playoffs gets the number 1 seed, and like you like, okay, look, you have to find a way to do it without compromising what the point of the draft is. And the point of the draft is to give the bad teams a chance to get better so there's more parity, right? I think the way you do it is you have a rule. If you get a top 4 pick, then you're ineligible next year. It doesn't matter if you have the worst record in the league.
Yep.
The worst you can get, the highest you can get is 5.
5. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's if you have a top 4 pick.
Yeah.
In 1 year. Or maybe you know what, just because, like, you know what, even if it was just top 3. Like, if you get a top 3 pick, then next year you can't get a top 3 pick.
Right.
The highest you can get is maybe that's it. 4 might be too many. 3 is realistic.
Yeah.
You know, you say if you're in the top 3, then next year the highest you can get is 4.
Yeah.
You can't get that way, because I mean, like, we're all, you know, jizzing our pants about the Spurs. Well, it's like, duh, they're good. They got the number 1 pick, and then they got the number 5 pick, and then they got the number 2 pick. So it's like they had great lottery luck, and they had, most importantly, lottery luck in getting the best generational player in a decade.
Yes.
Right? So it's like, but then after that, they got Steph Castle.
Yeah.
I think it was 4th or 5th. And then they got Dylan Harper 2nd.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then you look at the poor Washington Wizards, who stink every season, and like,
they can't. Yeah, I know.
They got the 2nd pick in the draft in the worst draft ever. And they got Alex Sarr, or the other, not Alex Sarr. Is it Alex Sarr?
Yeah, it is.
One of the Sarr brothers, the good Sarr brother, who's actually a good player.
Yeah, he's okay.
But it's
yeah,
not,
you're right.
Right? Like, it all comes down to luck a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But
I mean, So I think your idea is a good one. To if you get the top 3 pick in a draft the next year, the highest you can draft is like 4 or 5. Like, you just
4, yeah.
Yeah, like you just.
So it's like, so there's no point in like trying to lose a million games to try to get the number 1 pick, because you know, no matter what happens, you'll never get that guy at 1.
Now, here's the other issue that I wanted to discuss is load management. Okay, so what happened this year after the All-Star break?
This is
like
topic
a
number
lot
3.
A lot of guys got injured, right?
Okay.
And a lot of teams didn't play them because they were trying to tank. Now, I'll give the prime example is let's look at Milwaukee. Okay, Giannis. Giannis was like injured for but he had a chance. He could have come back anytime after the All-Star break, but Milwaukee held him out. Why? Okay, because they're trying to deal him trying to get a draft pick. Some compensation after the draft deadline. They couldn't make a deal, so now they're going to try and deal him in the summer. But they didn't play him for the rest of the year. Now, like, I'm sorry, the guy's a superstar. He should be playing on the court. So you have it's a weird thing, Eddie. Like,
I know, Dad, but I mean, like, look, it's one of those things where the Giannis one's kind of a mixture of a whole, like, different. It's a mixture of different things, because number one, yes, they were trying to trade him, so they didn't want him to get hurt.
No,
even more than he was. And number two, they were also trying to tank. So
right.
That's a part of it too.
But I know, and I mean, look at Utah, right? I mean, Utah was trying to obviously tank.
Oh, that was gross.
So they kept Markkanen out. Markkanen was injured, but I mean, he was able to play. They kept him out for the last 2 months because they were obviously tanking. Well, the guy could play.
You're right, and the problem is with all this is that it's basically a fuck you to the fans who show up and pay money to see, like, and I'll use football as an example because football, like, there just isn't that kind. Like, if you're like, yes, it may be in the last game of the season when you've clinched, you sit all your guys to make sure nobody gets hurt.
Right.
But there really isn't a tanking in football. Like, it's a little bit different. And like, if you show up to a football game, you're gonna see your heroes playing every weekend. Right. And in basketball,
no, you're not.
You're just not. Like, if you're like, imagine being a season ticket holder and like you show up every night and the best player on your team is healthy and not even dressing because the team is actively trying to lose. Like, and you're paying $150 a seat.
There's two things. They're actively trying to lose, but there's some teams that were actively trying to win. In other words, they're saving their players. Like, I know guys that were hurt, like Donovan Mitchell, for example. He was hurt for an extended stretch. They didn't play him because you know why? They're saving him for the playoffs. There's a lot of guys like that. Like, so they didn't play like. They're working both ends of it, Eddie. Like, some teams are keeping guys out because they want to tank, and some guys are keeping guys out because they want to keep them for the playoffs.
But there's two things going on, though, Dad. There's two things going on in this because I think the issue is that with the game has gotten so fast that like guys' bodies are breaking down. I mean, we saw it last year. Tatum tears his Achilles in the playoffs. Halliburton tears his Achilles in the playoffs. Everybody's dropping like flies. And the reality is, like, there's too many games. The game, like, if you go back 20 years, it was a slow game. It was a grinded out game. Now guys are just going. It's almost like football with the helmets and the concussion rules because it got to a point where like the torque and the power that guys were hitting each other with just started becoming too much. Because guys are so athletic and the athleticism has evolved. It's the same thing with basketball. The game has gone so fast and there's so much space and pace. And
so
guys,
maybe reduce the games to 72.
This is the thing. This is what I guarantee. You know what would clear up tanking, number one, and the issue of sitting your guys and load management. Cut it to 70 games.
Right.
Stretch it out.
72.
I'd say 70. Cut 12 games.
Right.
70 games, you like start the year in mid-November.
Yeah.
It pushes it back.
I mean, like
into the spring.
You made a point.
Or you start it December 1st. You know what I mean? And you go into the spring, and that way you're not competing with football as long in the early season. Right. And you don't have to like lose all the ratings to football for the first 3 months of the year. Right.
I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. Like, I mean, it pisses the fans off. And can you imagine what it's done to Vegas? I mean, like Vegas, like the betting, all the bookies and stuff. When teams hold guys out when they should be playing and they're not, like it must be driving the bookies nuts.
What it really kills is like the over-unders because a lot of people like at the beginning of the season, right? The Raptors, they'll set the over-under win total, and it'll be like this year was like 41.5. So it's like. You're basically saying, will the Raptors win 42 games or 41 games?
Right.
Like 41 and under or 42 and over. Right?
Yep.
So all those, like that's where people lose their money. But I mean, like, look, cutting it to 70 games, but the league will never do that. You know why? Because they're losing way too much money.
Yeah.
Those extra 12 games of TV revenue it's too much. Like Silver's. Well, and like, look, there's a lot of things going on. Just to wrap up Dave's corner because we've been going on pretty long. There's a lot of things wrong with the league right now, and quite frankly, my question is Adam Silver, is he a wartime conciliary? I hate to say it, but what's the deal with this Kawhi aspiration shit? I mean, come on, like, what is this? Like a fucking murder trial? Like, let's come to a decision here. Mm-hmm. I mean, seriously, it's been like 6 months.
I know.
And they're fucking beating their dicks about it because Adam Silver is a wishy-washy commissioner.
Well, he doesn't want to sanction the Clippers or Kawhi. He
doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want. David Stern would have suspended both Ballmer and Kawhi for a year. He would have called him into his office,
Yeah.
fucking reamed him out, sent him out, and then ate a shrimp cocktail and had a glass of scotch. Honestly. But at least David Stern had some fucking balls, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I know you're an Adam Silver guy, but no,
that's I'm not. I'm not an Adam Silver guy either. I mean, like I thought he's been okay, but lately he's been namby-pamby, and he hasn't shown any balls.
He's focused on the TV revenue.
Making money. He's focused on making money.
But he's focused on the money and not the product.
No.
On the court.
Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be interesting in the next round. We have our predictions. So. Can't wait for to talk to you in a week.
Let's check in after the first 2 games of each series. We're going to start ramping things up. It's been a while. We've had some scheduling stuff, some technical difficulties with my laptop that kind of hindered things, but we're gonna start doing a little bit more frequent posts as the playoffs kind of move on here. But man, this is the best time of the year, Dad.
I know.
I'll give you 10 seconds. No, sorry, 10's not enough. I'll give you 45 seconds. What'd you think of Rory winning the Masters again?
Fantastic. It was oh my God. It was like, I was watching that tournament on Sunday and was like, oh my God, what an idiot. And then Rose was up and then like, oh my God, he was up and down, Rory.
But that's the Rory experience, man. It's a roller coaster.
It's like, that guy
it's a roller coaster.
He drives you nuts, but I'm glad he won. I'm glad he repeated. And Scotty Scheffler I love Scotty. He almost won it. I mean, and so I'm glad Rory won, and it's good. I like Rory's probably my second favorite golfer right now. After Tiger, and that boat has sailed. But Rory has a chance, and to win a couple more tournaments, and we'll see what happens. But that was an exciting. I love the Masters are my favorite golf tournament ever. They were my dad's favorite tournament, and Tiger won it a couple of times, and so I watched Nicholas win it, and I go way back watching the Masters, and it's always been my favorite tournament. So I'm always engaged in that. The other ones are I like the British Open, the Open, and but the other ones are like whatever.
Yeah, like the U.S. and the British are fun, but there's nothing like the Masters, man.
No, nothing like it. It's the most beautiful golf course in the world, by the way.
Rory, only the 4th guy ever, right, to win 2 in a row?
Yeah.
Pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Who's the first coach that's going to get fired this summer?
Well, Doc Rivers retired, so...
Doesn't count.
I know.
I'm talking like once they get eliminated, it's like... It's an immediate thing. Because for me, it's Jamal Mosley on Orlando.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the beautiful Doug Christie, he would be the worst coach in the league far and away. He should send Doug Christie a bottle of wine being like, thanks for being you, so I'm not technically the worst coach in the league. Did you see what Doug Christie did? The Sacramento Kings a couple of weeks ago, they're playing Golden State, and they fouled Seth Curry with like a minute and a half left when they were in the bonus, who's like a 90% free throw shooter in his career.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, everyone was mad that it was just an egregious tank move to try to lose the game.
Yeah.
And then Doug Christie actually went up to the podium and had to explain, no, we weren't trying to tank and lose the game. We're actually just that stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Way to go, Doug.
Yeah. See you, Jamal Mosley. All right, Dad. I'll see you next time. Go Raps.
Peace, Raps.
Peace, Raps.
Peace, Raps.
See ya.